Then we have all these domestic relations that you were talking about, right? Parental rights.
Yes.
Now, in case of IPC, we see that child or infancy is like an defense, right? It's an exception that we can claim. Below 12 years, it's not an offense at all. 12 to 14 years, again, maturity needs to be proved and everything. In case of crime, it's a different matter altogether, because we want to punish a person for doing something wrong. He has done something wrong. We want to punish him. We want to teach him a lesson. But in case of torts, it's different. We don't want to punish the person as such. Our main aim is the victim who has suffered. That person's harm we want to reduce by paying some amount of compensation or some other relief. Okay, so main aim is whoever has suffered loss, harm, we want to reduce his sufferings. That is all. So it does not matter whether harm was caused by a child or by an adult person. What matters is the person has suffered harm. The person has suffered. That matters. So as such, in case of torts, because the main aim is someone has suffered, we need to reduce his harm, reduce his pain. So as such, minority is not an excuse in case of torts. Okay, so minority is no defense under torts because of this main idea. Why are we punishing? Why are we filing a case? Because of that, minority is not an excuse. A minor is liable in the same manner, just like an adult is in case of torts committed by them.
Okay.
A child could be sued for trespass just like an adult person. However, if the tort is such as requires special mental element, in such cases, it does not make sense to punish the child, because we consider that a child is not having that much of mental understanding or mental growth to know or to differentiate between right and wrong. So if there is a tort which requires mental element, it does not make sense to file a case against the minor or make him liable for it, because he was not able to understand that he is doing something wrong. But otherwise, for other types of wrongs, we can make the minor liable as well. Now, when you study CPC, Code of Civil Procedure, how a civil case is being filed, there you would see as such a minor cannot straight away go to the court and file a case like an adult. There has to be someone to support him, okay, like a next friend, we say, a guardian or someone has to be there to support him, because minor is not able to understand, make decisions and stuff, right? But otherwise he can be held liable as well. But can parents be made liable for minor's tort or not? Because minor has done something, can we make his parents liable for it or not in domestic relations? As a general rule, a parent or a guardian cannot be made liable for the tort of the child. But there are some exceptions where they may be held liable. Like if the child acted like father's servant or agent, we have a concept of vicarious liability, right? Employees, agents, servants, for them we can make liable. So if the child acted in such a capacity where he was the servant or agent or employee of the father, in such cases, we can say that yes, father can be vicariously made liable. Or if because of father's own negligence, it resulted in this entire thing. Because the father was being a little negligent, the child got an opportunity to commit the tort in the first place. In such cases also, we can make the father liable, because if he would have been a little more careful, this entire situation would not have taken place. For this, we even have a case, okay, where the father supplied an air gun to his son who was like 15 years old. Even after some complaints, like his neighbors and people around him complained about mischief, that he was injuring people with that air gun. So there were some complaints of mischief caused by the use of the gun. He allowed the gun to remain with the boy, who thereafter accidentally wounded the plaintiff, and plaintiff filed a case in court and father was held liable. So even when neighbors complained to you, you should have been a little careful. He, I think, simply kept it in the storeroom without properly locking it and stuff. So the child again got it, and then he again caused damage. And then the father was held liable for negligence. Okay.
Here the child means what will be the age?
Child doesn't say. In case of torts, again, it's not codified, right? So we can consider 18 years as per Indian Majority Act.
Because in our MVA, 16 plus, they're not using the word child. 16 plus is able to take or make use of vehicle which is less than 50 cc. So it's not a child driving a vehicle. It's considered as an individual itself.
For MV Act.
MVA.
Sorry?
Motor Vehicle Act.
Motor
Vehicle Act.
No, 18 years is required, right? For license and stuff.
16.
16
18 years is for, 18 years for any vehicle above 50 cc.
Okay.
For vehicle less than 50 cc, 16 is the eligibility.
Oh, above what 18 is required?
50 cc, like any vehicle of 50 cc or more, the engine capacity, like a geared vehicle. Less than 50 cc will be non-geared vehicle, like scooty kind of thing, but like electric vehicle, for an example. The electric vehicle will be of the maximum speed itself will be 40 km per hour. So those kind of vehicles are permitted to use by 16 plus.
Yeah, so say in that case, right, because regarding age of minority, again, there are differences, right? So maybe whatever loss is being caused, right? Like in this case, it was an air gun which was used. In other case, it might be an electronic bike that the person was using, right? In that case, if 16 years is the age when you become like a major person, we would consider that. If he was using like a geared maybe bike or something, in that case, we would consider 18 years. So if specifically we know that, okay, fine, for electric vehicles, electric like bikes and stuff, it's 16 years, then 16 would be applicable. If we don't have anything like in case of air gun or something, then we would consider the normal age of majority. Because again, situations might differ, right? With what did you cause the damage or loss? So based on that, we will have to see, as there is no uniformity as such regarding the age. Okay, so parents' rights, whether parents are liable or not. So as such, we see cases are being filed against a minor and by a minor also. In civil cases, you would see it would be fine, but yeah, somebody would be there to support the person. Okay. Hey, before we continue, I wanted to inform you about my live mentorship program for LLB students or law aspirants. Law subjects and law topics need detailed clarity. We get that with the help of cases, examples, and detailed explanation. It's definitely not possible to include everything in these short videos. If you find my videos easy to understand and you are looking for some professional help in preparing for your examination, you can join my live mentorship program. Here you will be getting exam tips, answer writing skills, detailed notes that you can refer for your examination, cases, examples, and in a very easy way, topics will be explained. I have live classes going on for a lot of subjects as of now. To know more about it, you can drop me a message on this WhatsApp number. I'm also helping a lot of students in writing their assignments. If you need any such help or for any queries, any suggestions, you can drop me a message on this WhatsApp number. And now let's continue with our video.